Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome. My name is Sadhana, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm here doing live readings. And just let me adjust the comments situation here. It's really nice to have you here. And today, I posted a black square on several of my social media posts, and I have decided that over the I decided over the next month that donations for readings will support local organizations. So in my local area that support Black Lives Matter. And so, yeah, so that's where any of your contributions will go today. So welcome. And I'm here to answer your questions and help you move through your journey. Of course, Kapil, you can be added. And Ravinder Deep, nice to have you here. I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you very much for asking. And so I will do my best to keep track of the questions. And please know that if for some reason your question isn't answered, you can always come back next week. And so I'm just going to start making a list. And if there's time, I will do a group reading as too, but I would love to get right to the questions. All right. So let's go to, I'm just going to take that banner off. There we go. And go to the comments. All right. Ravinder Deep. Welcome. What is the current energy of Sukhwinder Singh towards me? All right. So Ravinder Deep, just focus on the reading at this time. Stop what you're doing. Perhaps take a deep breath and just be present. Sukhwinder Singh, what is the energy of Sukhwinder Singh towards Ravinder Deep? I feel very, very spacious. There's nothing, I don't feel anything energetically alarming. I feel perhaps he has a lot on his mind. So there may be a lot of turmoil going on, and it might be necessary to give him a little bit of space. What is going on his mind is beautiful, beautiful feminine energy, but he's having a hard time processing all of this, it looks like. So my advice to you is to remain patient, but optimistic, okay? And if there is any way to help him get out of his mind and into his heart, then that would be the right kind of action for you to take at this time. Okay? All right, so Kapil, let's just see if hello, everyone coming in. Nice to have you here. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Amyris. All right. So I'm just looking to see if Kapil posted a question. All right, so I will come back to Kapil. And let's go to Amyris. A general message from Spirit. So welcome to everybody coming in. Amyris, take a moment just to stop what you're doing if you haven't already done so, and take a couple of deep breaths. Three of Wands just jumped out of the deck. Ooh, more fire, more patience. So this is definitely a message of creation, creation, and what, I'm not sure what that creation is at this time, but your creative efforts are definitely percolating and working towards something. And so this is where your focus needs to be at this time in this passionate, fiery energy. I have 3 fiery cards here, the Queen, the 2, and the 3. So this tells me that this is definitely a time for you to make the decision to commit to this creative project, and it would be fine for you to put all your energy into one basket right now, because this feels like it is really the optimal time for you to go ahead with this. There's a lot, I feel like there's a lot of resources that you have been building towards this. And so I would say Spirit wants you to go for it. I hope this makes some kind of sense to you in every way. Okay, so there's definitely going to be, I've got 2 Pentacle cards here as well too. So it feels like this is more perhaps in some kind of a business activity or something that you're developing for your family in a way, but keep moving forward with this because you are definitely on track. Thank you. All right. Ashley, are you ready? Okay. And for those of you that are just coming in, I do want to acknowledge Blackout Tuesday. I do want to also acknowledge Black Lives Matter, and that I will be collecting all of the donations I receive for readings this month and supporting local organizations that work towards all marginalized people in our community. And I've definitely been putting some thought into how I can be a stronger ally for not only people of color, but the LGBTQ plus community as well as our Aboriginal community here. So yeah, so this month and a portion of every month, definitely going forward. I really want to commit to this a lot more strongly. Okay, so Ashley, will Joe and I work this time? Take a breath in, Ashley. And out. Okay. Ooh. Ashley, I have the Knight and the King of Cups. The Knight of Cups is very feminine in the deck that I'm using. It might just be so much emotion. It feels like too much. Oh no, I've got the Lover's card. Okay. You know, I was playing with my camera and trying to figure out how to switch the cards and turn the camera down, and I had problems with StreamYard today. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of show you the cards. I'm working with the Lily Black Tarot. They don't necessarily show up great on the screen. So here we have a very feminine, watery Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. And this is the Lover's card. So if you want a short answer, I will say yes. But what I also want to say is this is a lot of similar energy, and it's going to need to be balanced. So in order for that Lover's card to feel harmonious and balanced, you need to be fully aware of how you can act to bring that balance into the relationship. Okay? So thank you. All right, let me scroll on down. And I'm way, way behind in the comments. So let me just see what we've got going here. Natalia, yes, you can have a general reading. All right. And Bunny Kisses is there too. So yes, I'm going to just keep the chat paused and keep on scrolling down, and hopefully I'll get to all of you. Hello, Preeti. All right. So where are we here? Preeti. I feel like we've answered this question before. You've asked a couple of questions about Jagjit and Jagjit. Sorry, Jagjit. Let's see. Will Jagjit contact you in the next 4 months? 4 months. I feel, I don't know if I said this to you last time, I feel that anxiety in your chest, and I want to encourage you some way, somehow, to find a way to let some of this energy go. Preeti, it looks really beautiful. It looks really beautiful. It looks like a coming together of the two of you in the next 4 months. There's some big decisions that have to be made, and some truths that need to be revealed, and some honest communication that needs to happen between the two of you. But I would say the answer to that is yes. I'm just going to, I have my Shiva Lingam pendulum here, so I just want to double check that answer. So within the next 4 months, will Jagjit contact Preeti? Yes, yeah. It looks really, really optimistic. And the aspect of the swords cards, and this is the third card that is drawn. This is the Ace of Swords. So this can also mean the initiation of communication as well too. But I want to encourage you to really be in your truth as well too, as this relationship comes together. So yeah, the first two cards I drew right away were definite yes answers. That's the Two of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So that looks really beautiful. Okay, Kapil is here. So Kapil, just write your question in the chat and I will get to it when it's your turn. And Bunny Kisses, yes, you just write your question in the chat too. Oh, it says you posted several times. I am not getting your messages. I have not seen your question. So I will go back and just double check. It's very weird. Sometimes questions don't show up. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if it is a something on the YouTube end of screening or something like that. So Kapil, I saw your comment that says, yes, I'm here. And I saw your comment that says posted several times. Are you getting my messages? Yes. So let me just see. There we go. I see your question now. Okay, so Kapil is next, and then I will go back up to see if there's anyone before Kapil. Where are Sonam Rawat feelings about me let's just post this one here. Do you see communication and reconciliation with her in future? Okay. And I'm going to scroll back the chat because I think there was another question before that, just so I don't get ahead of myself. Oh, you know what? Your question came through multiple times. It must have just been a delay. So now you have Gina Dawn's here. Hello. Okay. Gypsy Jade. Hello. I'm just scrolling back. And okay. Oh, good, Amyris. I'm glad that made sense. I'm really glad that made sense. Okay, so we're going to do Kapil's question. And then after Kapil, it'll be... oh, thanks. Thanks, Natalia. And I will try to remember to repeat that later on because I know people are coming and going. And Gypsy Jade, you'll be after Kapil. Okay. Whew. Okay, what are Sonam's feelings? Are you sitting or do you have your feet on the floor? Take a breath. I'm going to the belly. I'm going to the belly. Was there some angry words or a sensation of anger perhaps? Oh, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. So sometimes anger can appear as depression turned inwards. There's a sense that I'm guessing it's a she needs to be on her own at this time. She needs some space. She's feeling exhausted. So I would, if this is an important person for you in your life, to give her the space that she needs to work through this, to recover from this. It feels very, very emotional, and I think that's the best thing that you could do for her at this time. And then specifically, will there be reconciliation? It doesn't look like it. It looks very much like she is moving on in another direction, emotionally, energetically. She's creating this space for herself. So I don't know, it could be a long time before. Yeah, I would definitely give her space and focus on yourself at this time. Okay, it's probably not the news that you wanted to hear, Kapil. All right. Natalia, study and financial life. Okay. I just want to switch up my decks here. Where are we going to go for that? And have a sip of water. So hi, everybody that's coming in. Welcome. Gypsy Jade, sorry, you were right after Natalia. I went right back up. I scrolled up to Amyris, and then I know I said you were next. You're right after Natalia. Thanks, guys. I always do my best to make sure everybody gets served here. Okay, Natalia, so just, you know the drill. Feet on the floor. Big breath in, big breath out. feel like somebody has your back. Somebody has your back. You feel, oh, what the heck is this about? Is somebody not happy with your choices? Are you not happy with your choices? I feel like there is definitely some inner conflict that needs to be worked through right now. Like the study and the financial life, in order to resolve and get clarity on that, there's some soul work, there's some shadow work, there's some stuff within yourself that you need to resolve. And you may be your own worst enemy in this regard. So it's almost like, in order for the money to start flowing, in order to get clarity on what you want to study, right now you need to kind of press the pause button and look after yourself. And I want to ask you if you're doing that. That feels like your obstacle at this time, because a big change, this is definitely the time. You do have pulled the change card, the 10 card. So this is everything is, it feels like a lot of turmoil is going on right now, and the wheel is turning, and things are definitely moving. So to move more healthily, to move more smoothly, to embrace the change more easily, you need to really be looking after yourself and all that you're doing in that regard. So yeah, so this is a really, really positive change, and what's going on now and feels so kind of challenging and difficult is so worth it. So stick through it, because wow, you're going through a bit of a rocky road here. I'm just kind of pulling cards in a journey here. And so I want you to really, sometimes it's very difficult to embrace the change. And so to be in the process of the change, it feels like this change for you is going to be going on for a little while. New things, like I've got the Ace of Candles here, new fire, new energy is definitely coming in and down the path. But it's like, if you don't, and I'm not saying that as I mean, we all have choices, but if you don't resolve the stuff, the sticky stuff that's happening right now, it's going to be really, really difficult down the road. So that's my advice in this particular moment for you. Okay? Thanks, love. All right, Gypsy Jade. I think everybody should take a drink of water. Whatever guidance spirit would like. Okay. Bend. Why am I saying bend? Bend. Be flexible. Bend and be flexible. Do you know what that's about? Mystic. Wow. I'm using the Numinous, and I've got the Mystic of Bells and the Numinous. So really tuning into your spirituality, tuning into your practice, your meditations, not going small with what it is you are intending to manifest. It feels like you could even be shooting bigger than, what's that expression? You know, like go big or go home. Like you need to go big. You need to go big, and you will. Yeah. Yeah. So this is a super spiritual reading. So in your meditations, in your quiet time, in your walks, however you do your spiritual work, just really reel it all in and spend a significant amount of time doing that. I have the Mystic of the Bells, the Numinous card, and the Diviner. Okay, and the Nine of Tomes is the other card. So it feels like this is a time for you to really to focus on that. Okay. Whew. Alrighty. So Pragya is next. And I just want to scroll down and I don't think I have anybody helping me here today. So I'm just going to go, I'm just on the list and just going through. So I'm going to scroll down and just say hi to people that have come in. I don't think I've said hi to Neighborhood Arts. And there's a long list. Sonal, hello. Okay, so I'm going to go back up and all right. I am on StreamYard right now, and I'm really kind of not used to going back and forth with all of the things. And on StreamYard, I can't add mods. Maybe I can. We'll see. I'll try. No, I can't do that here. So yeah, so just put your questions in the chat and I'll get to them. All right. So Pragya is next. And may I know about my future husband, and will I get married in 2020? Whoa. Okay. So that's a big question, Pragya. Alrighty. And I just want to repeat what I said earlier. So donations for reading. So donations can be made through Super Chat. They can be made through, there's 2 donation buttons in the description box below. And I want to just, how do I do this? Sorry, guys, I want to see the broadcast in YouTube. Just give me 1 second here. I'm just going to open this up in YouTube. And then I will come right back to Pragya. Okay. And then maybe I can add Natalia. There. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to go back up here. Gypsy Jade. So now we're on Pragya. Okay. So Natalia, I've added you as a mod, and I'm doing Pragya. So Pragya was at 12:09. So I'm quite a bit behind in the chat. Pragya, feet on the floor, sit quietly, take a breath. Will I get married in 2020? Yeah. So not I would say the short answer is not right, not anytime in the near, not like not right now. It looks like the energy around right now has to do with your own recovery. Are you recovering from something? It almost feels like I've got several cards here that are like talking about recovery and you looking after yourself and you taking care of yourself and something like that. I'm just going to scroll down here. Thank you for the super chat, Natalia. So yeah, that's really what I'm seeing here. Just a second here. And perhaps you are really wanting to have a baby, and that is kind of the motivation for asking this question. So I have two pieces of advice for you. One is that to get really, really clear on what it is you want, and to make sure that what you are reflecting out to the world is one of peace and wellness and health and happiness. Because what I'm seeing in the cards here is one of you needing to really take a little bit of time for yourself to reflect on all of that before a relationship will come into your life. And I hope that makes sense. So nourish this time, cherish this time to look after you, okay? Because you are the most important person in your life right now. Thank you. All righty. Okay, so I've got neighborhood arts next. And I'm just going to pop over here. Great, Natalia, we're on the same page. Yay. Is there a chance you could help me to see which direction to explore for my second career path here in midlife? Welcome. Welcome to midlife. Yeah. It's definitely not an easy time, right? When we're shifting gears. Preeti, you are nice too. Okay. So career path. Which deck? I think I'm going to stick with this one. I'm really feeling this deck today. In light of all that's going on in the world and wanting to, I don't know what to say. You know, it's a very, very challenging time, and I am a white woman of privilege who has lived in various countries with different people of different ethnicities, and I feel like I'm a little out of my league right now. And so what little that I can do from where I am, I will. And I have made a few promises to myself. One of which is to never not speak up when I hear words of racism or anything like that. But I feel the need to be quieter right now in that regard. So my action today is simply to say that the donations for readings this month will go to organizations that support and protect and empower marginalized people in the LGBTQ community, and all of those organizations that support Black Lives Matters and all people of color. All right. Social work, that kind of stuff, counseling. This is confusing. And maybe because I was talking about something else while I was shuffling the cards, I'm just going to grab another deck and just get some clarity on this. It's very confusing, really confusing. I feel like I'm all over the place here with your reading. Oh, okay. Okay. So right now here, I got this. Right now here at this time, it feels like you're still at the end of something. It's not like the next step yet. So you are kind of focused on the future. And right now there's some things that need to be taken care of, but also this is like a celebration of all that you have done and all that has come before. And I don't want to say that this is a pause, but this is like, yay, yay to you, Neighborhood Arts. And because I have two cards in sequence, one is I've got the Numinous here in my hand, the Awakening, which is the Judgment card, and then the World card. So this is really about you perhaps taking stock of your whole life and to give yourself permission just to press the pause button right now. And I think that will feel a lot better. But then I've got another card. Then I have the Explorer of Vials. So definitely what I said with that other reading, the social work, the counseling, the working with others through their emotions and their challenges. That's what I was going with the other deck. But then I've got that as well too, but not quite yet. So don't be in a rush to make this shift. Give yourself a little bit of time before you step forward. And I hope that makes some sense to you. Okay. Alrighty. All right, so we're on bunny kisses now. So welcome. Hi. Nice to have you here. I was on earlier, as I am every Tuesday, with the Oracle. And this is the Oracle is a store. They have a Facebook page. It's the oracleemporium.com. I'm on every Tuesday at 11:11 with them. There's a psychic panel with a bunch of readers. And it was really interesting because somebody asked this exact same question. And two of us got the same message. And the first person that responded said, James. And what I was hearing was HAM. And sometimes when we are listening, we are listening too hard in English, and we need to be a little more fluid, right? Because the J is not only a ja, but it's a ya and it's a ha. And she also got the as the third letter. So what I want to say, Bunny Kisses, is that to have a pen and paper. So sometimes automatic writing can really be helpful in those situations, and to be fluid in the sounds that you hear and just allow the sounds to come through. So hi to everybody that's coming in. I'm sorry I haven't said hello to everyone. Alrighty. So these cards are for Bunny Kisses. Christine, take a deep breath. And what I'm looking at here is more to help you with the kind of practices that will help you to hear. And so the element of fire is really, really strong. And so perhaps what you would benefit from is to working with the element of fire and to having your own fire ceremonies and to really embracing that particular element and starting to connect with the element of fire. Because sometimes we need to shift up our magic so that we can connect in other ways, you know, with other methodologies. I have 3 fire cards here. I have the strength card, right? So the strength card really, really speaks not only to that external fire, but that internal fire, that indeed you have this. And I have the Ace of Wands. So you have that magic wand. And perhaps that also speaks to spell work, because you're asking a very practical question. I want to keep my answer really practical. So I would say working with fire and spell work. So to maybe take your practices in a little bit different direction. Definitely need to get out of the head, right? I've got this card here staring at me too as well too. So this 10 of Wands in the reading is about really completely letting go and the end of that ego mind and all of that thinking and stepping away from that, right? So you need to release all of that mental chatter and to step into action. And so fire speaks to action. I also have the Page of Wands here, right? So I have 3 fire cards. So that would be my advice to you, okay? And then maybe through the element of fire, you'll be able to get some deeper connections with your guides and with your spirit, with your spirit guides, and with the universal energy in general. So I hope that helps. Okay. Oh, the strength card has been popping up a lot lately. Okay. Yeah, so diffusing that mental energy is really, really important. You're very, very welcome. Okay. And Michelle's here too. Welcome, Michelle. And I'm sorry if I've missed anybody else. So welcome to everybody. It's really beautiful to have you here. I appreciate all 16 of you that are watching right now. All right. So now I'm going to go through all of Kapil's many, many, many posts. It's so funny how they came in. I'm way back here. All right. So Kapil's done. Sonal, I'm just going to double check. I think Sonal is next. Just seeing here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Sonal. Welcome, Sonal. I don't think I've done a reading before for you before. All right. So now take some deep breaths. Deep breaths. Place your hand on your belly. Perhaps lie down on the floor and really just focus on some deep and energizing and healing breaths, because I feel restriction in your breath right now, and that might help. So just let me tell you what I'm feeling energetically. I feel like also digestion is an issue. And with placing your hands on your belly and nurturing your belly in every way. So there's something here about that. So really paying attention to what you're eating and looking after yourself, being really, really good to yourself with what you're eating. Perhaps your diet's a little too fiery right now. A little too rajasic. Right? So that might be something. I'm just kind of feeling, oh, what have we got here? There are two sonals. There are two sonals. Okay, so we're on sonal C right now. What is coming towards me in life? That happened the other day, or sometimes that happens on the chat. You know, there's like 3 or 4 people with the same name. So sonal C, what is coming towards you? But sonal C, I was talking to you, and there's something about that with your digestion. Ooh, well, big things are coming towards you, and these are all cards of balance and giving and receiving. And so if you're thinking about relationship and love, definitely that could be a possibility. Temperance. So this is such an important time for you to, oh, we were talking about this, right? So moderation. I was feeling something in my belly, and it's really important for you to nourish what you're eating, but also your whole physical body. Temperance is not only about moderation, but it's about being conscious and consciously making these choices. It's not just about food and drink. It's about the books you read. It's about the kind of music that you listen to. It's about tempering your life in every way. It's about consciously choosing the colors that you wear, the places that you go, the kind of company that you keep. So it's like really like, you know, being the medicine man of your life. But I have also the Lover's card and the 6 of Pentacles. So it really feels like this is a time for you of, I don't know, like, how can I describe this? You have a choice to make about, yeah, like people are really important for you right now. And so being with people and enjoying being with people and the exchange, and even if you have to have social distancing to really, yeah, it just, I don't know, I can't really put words to this, but it feels like the giving and the receiving and the intertwining and all of that. Like you've got the same, I'm going to show you the cards because it's so beautiful. This is the Temperance card. And then this is the Lover's card in this deck. So you see that real connection piece. And then the other card for you is also a connection piece. So yeah, so be connected with people. And that's where, perhaps that's where the healing will come, is in your connection with others. Okay? Thank you so much. All right. Gina Dawn, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, so let's go back. Where are we at? Preeti said, thank you. You're so welcome. Alrighty, so I'm just going to go over here. Natalia says next is Benita Bala. Hi. Why is Christopher Capricorn asking about me from someone at my work? So somebody at work is asking somebody else about you. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, so now C, I hope that resonated with you. And I'm gonna go down here, just say, oh, and PJ Jeg is here, hello. I'm just seeing Natalia's comment about her meditation. Yeah, those are some pretty powerful cards you got, Natalia. All right, so now we are on Benita. It's not a good feeling, is it? When people don't have the courage to talk to you directly, it's not. It doesn't feel good. It's like, I want to say, I want to ask you, I want to, yeah. Okay. Another question I want to ask is it safe for you to ask the other person directly yourself? Because this feels like a game. And nobody likes games. Does he know you from your childhood? Does he know you from the past? Maybe he thinks he knows you from the past. You're welcome, Son Elsie. You're surprised I'm so accurate. Oh my goodness. Practice, right? And sorry, I just want to ask, I'm waiting for Benita. If Benita knows, if this person knows you from your past, do they know you from your childhood? I don't see that you're responding. So I feel like he's asking, Christopher is asking about you because he feels a connection with you, and he's not clear on what that connection is. There might be some like karmic connection between the two of you. Because the Justice card is next to the Six of Cups, and I'm just feeling that. So yes, I think that's what it is. I'm looking at the Justice card, and then underneath the Justice card, I've also got the Temperance card. So this really feels like he feels some deep karmic connection with you, and that's why. And he's not able to articulate this, or he doesn't know if you're into this kind of stuff. So maybe that is up to you to open that kind of conversation. I don't think he's just playing a game. I think he truly feels something deep in his soul, and perhaps he doesn't know how to articulate it. So I think that's what's going on. Okay. Alrighty. And I'm going to check the time as well, too. Okay. Alrighty. I'm just going back through old comments. Natalia, you also have the Ten of Pentacles there, so in the foundation. So I think over the long term, it's going to be okay. So now Aurora. Mongia, Sarab Mongia. And you know, I want to apologize if during any of these questions and I do not pronounce your name well or your friend's name. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I only speak a limited number of languages, and it's challenging at times. So Natalia, I just want to let you know that it is 12:55. So I'll probably do after Sonal, I'll probably do, let's do 2 more. After Sonal, Aurora, 2 more questions. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling distracted. Just give me a second here. Okay, so now, Aurora, long distance relationship. And I encourage you also to put your feet on the ground. Stop what you're doing. Your question is, So what I see is that, I want to focus on this question. Sorry. Thank you for the super chat. I see that in the background. I really appreciate it. It seems like it's too good to be true, something like that. And while it feels like coming together would be a beautiful celebration and bring you a tremendous amount of happiness, it might be too emotional. It might not be the right situation. It feels like there would be heartbreak. There would be, it would be very difficult to sustain. I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused about the timeline here and about wow, this is a really, really tricky one. And now I understand why you're confused. So it feels like the connection is a bit of an adventure, and the adventure is very, very attractive, and it would feel like you would have fun. This is what I want to say. You would have fun coming together and being together. But I feel like it would only be for a short time, not for a long-term relationship, right? It would be one of those beautiful romances that you have when you're on holiday, right? And then you leave that behind, and then the relationship is over. That's kind of the energy that I'm picking up about that. So probably not the news you wanted to hear, but that's what I'm picking up about this relationship. So thank you, Sonal Aurora. Okay. All right. So let us see where we are with all of this. Thank you, Natalia, for looking after everybody. All righty. Next is Gaurav Sharma. Is my love and feelings for my thank you for the super chat, Theodora. All right. I was just trying to hope to post Gaurav's question. Okay. So, my love and feelings for S girl is one-sided, or is she also feel the same for me? I will be back. I'll be back next Tuesday at 12. So if you want to make sure to come right at 12, then you have a better chance of having a reading. And you can also book a paid reading with me through my website, and the link for that is below. Okay, you just need to send me an email, and we can set up a time to do a reading through Zoom. Okay, Gaurav. All right, let's see. S's feelings. Queen of, lots of emotion. Lots of, she feels a lot of emotion. S feels a lot of emotion towards you. An abundance of emotion. And perhaps has she been able to not express it? So I'm going to flip that around. Have you been showering her with an abundance of emotion? And is that drowning her? So it's either it's either one or the other. I mean, the question you asked was, how does she feel about you? If that's what I'm reading in the cards, she feels a lot of emotion for you, a lot of love for you, a lot of passion for you. But I'm curious, because I also have the 9 of Wands here, which feels burnt out. So either she is feeling drowned, one of you is feeling exhausted, and one of you needs a break. No, you know what? I pulled another card, and it looks good. It feels like this is definitely worth pursuing, and there's a lot of emotion there. But what I want to say is, just remember that when there's too much emotion, things can be very, very challenging. So just keep an eye on that. Okay. We don't want too much emotion to be the detriment of the relationship. So you want to keep all of that in balance. All right, Gaurav? Thank you. Okay. All right. Yes, Reba, we'll see you next Tuesday. And Emmy in the Moon Chariot. I mean, she loves me or not? I would say she loves you, Gaurav. If you're asking that direct question, I would say yes, she loves you. Okay. All right. So Natalia, who is the last question? Okay, so GA Peach is the last question. Okay. I don't know if I can highlight it. I might just have to take this one off. Alrighty. Will RS return to me wanting to offer a committed relationship? Okay. Drink water. It's always about love, isn't it? That connection. We need to feel that connection. And it's so challenging. It's so difficult. And you've all heard me say this before, those of you that have been here. It's that, I'm going to answer your question, don't worry. We need to ultimately love ourselves. You must love who you are exactly as you are, right? Because the world is a mirror, the world is a reflection. And so the time and energy spent in making yourself feel better and whole is so worthwhile. So worthwhile. So, yeah. Okay, so will RS return to me wanting to offer a committed relationship? Georgia Peach. Yes. Yes. Perhaps sooner than you think, too. And if RS returns, then it's like the two of you need to go away from the crowd, away from the families, away from others. You two need to give yourself some alone time together. But it definitely looks to me, like the answer is yes. Okay. So thank you all for being here today. And thank you for Natalia for your help. I really, really appreciate it. I will be back doing readings next Tuesday. And then Thursday night, I have a tarot chat. So those of you that are interested in tarot, I've got a couple topics on the table that I'm working on, and I'm not quite sure what Thursday is going to be. So I will post that. And if you subscribe to my channel and you hit the notifications, you'll get a notification about what the topic is for Thursday. And then also, I'm on every single day at 4 o'clock. So those of you that practice yoga or you're interested in yoga, every day at 4 o'clock, I'm on doing a restorative yoga posture. This means a very relaxing, meditative posture. So that's every single day until June 13th. So yeah, so there's lots of ways to connect with me. And I hope that, today was of some comfort to some of you. And I really appreciate the support of my channel and my work as a reader and a healer and all of that. So yeah, so thank you. Thank you very much for being here. You're welcome, Georgia Peach. And Michelle says, is there one book you would recommend for a newbie tarot person? Ooh, that is a good question. One book. How new, Michelle? Like, one of the, actually I do. I'm going to go out on a limb and recommend something that's completely off the wall. And it's called, I was going to go get it, but then it's behind the screen and who knows what's going to happen. The book is called WTF is Tarot. WTF is Tarot. It is has such a good sense of humor. It's written by somebody who has not been practicing tarot for that long, but really understands the nuances of the cards, explains the court cards brilliantly. It's a really good resource, and it's a really easy read. And yeah, so I would highly recommend that. It's by Bakara Wintner. Last name is Wintner. So that might be something I'm sure you'll really, really enjoy it. Okay, you're very, very welcome. So thank you. Thank you all for being here today. Let me pop back to this other screen so I can sign off. And I hope to see you soon on one of my other broadcasts. Bye for now.